Hi, my name's Sherry Sanders and I'm a county extension agent working in agriculture for White County as a part of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. And this is AgricultHER. AgricultHER is a program where we celebrate and empower women working in the field of agriculture in the state of Arkansas. This month's feature is Nina Crutchfield. She's the Assistant Professor of Ag Education at Arkansas State University. And this is Nina's story.
Oh, well, so I actually went to school my first semester. I was still teaching when I started back on my doctoral program, and because I couldn't afford to be an indentured servant like, you know, most grad students, so I was still teaching at the time. And then I actually got a phone call from National FFA, and the first time they called, I told my husband, I was like, you know, they called, haha, I'm, you know, not really interested. I really thought I would be the little gray-haired lady in the shop in overalls when I retired from teaching. I never considered doing anything else. And so a few months later, they called a second time and invited me to come work for National FFA, and I thought, you know what? God doesn't usually open doors twice, so maybe I need to listen to that one. And my husband was so great when I said, what do you think about this? I said we'd have to move to Indiana for, you know, for the job. And he really is the man God made for me, because he looked at me and said, I will follow you anywhere. And so, oh, my heart melts to this day every time I think about that. And so we did. Went to work for National FFA. I finished my doctoral program while I was working for them as a local program success specialist doing teacher PD. And so while I was teaching young teachers, I remember being that young teacher who really had a hard time. The veterans were great, but you know, we didn't have the internet back then, and all you had was a textbook in the classroom, and if you didn't know it, that was really your only resource. And so when I started creating materials, I started just sharing them with teachers, young teachers who I knew were struggling too. And so that kind of started me on that path of teacher education, and then getting to do it in an informal setting, kind of like extension agents, except I was the ag teacher extension agent. I traveled all over helping ag teachers in mostly the southern states, but all over, even into Uganda, and got to do a farmer-to-farmer program with them while I was on staff. But once all that kind of went through, and my husband says every 15 years I feel like I needed to do something different, and I guess he's kind of right, because I was in the classroom for 15 years, and I worked at National FFA for 15, and now I'm a teacher educator. Don't know that I'll make 15, but we're working on it. But getting to actually help support those brand new teachers, help them get through those rough spots that I remember so vividly struggling, and not wanting anybody to know I was struggling as that new teacher. So being able to help them, that's kind of where the next phase of chapter 3 of my career has kind of come from.